righty, you may be seated. And we're going to have James come up now and give a devotion. Okay, James?
Good evening, everybody. Yeah, good evening. So, talk to you guys about Noah and about how he was faithful. So I'll start with asking y'all a question. Are you as faithful today as Noah was in his day? It says in Genesis chapter 6, verses 8 and 9, "But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man. He was perfect in his generation, and Noah walked with God." Now, when most of us think of Noah, we think of the little Sunday school story. We think of the little boat, the rainbow, the giraffe with its head sticking out the window. But, it's much more intense than that in reality. And I'm all backwards. In his day, Noah was not admired. He was despised. He was viewed not as a hero. He was considered a lunatic. For 120 years, he was mocked. He was ridiculed. He was laughed at. People thought he was wasting his life. And yet, Noah stood firm. He was faithful. There's one point I'd like to point out. Noah's faith was costly. Every time Noah swung his hammer, people probably laughed. Every time he cut down a tree, they probably jeered. And every time he preached, someone probably spat at him. And yet, Noah kept on building. Obedience will sometimes make you look foolish. Think about the student who refuses to cheat on a test while everyone else is doing it. People will call him stupid for not taking the easy way out. Or the young woman who refuses to compromise her purity while dating. They'll say it's old-fashioned. People, or a businessman who doesn't cut corners in his company, people are going to say you're going to fall behind. Obedience to God will always cost you something. Just remember, obedience looks foolish until the flood comes. That's right. Point number 2 I would like to make. Noah's strength came from God. Let's be clear. Noah didn't survive 120 years of ridicule because he was tougher than anyone else. He survived because God carried him. That's right. Genesis chapter 6 verse 9 says Noah walked with God. His strength wasn't his own. It was borrowed from the Lord. Have you ever seen a child in a store? They're trying to push the shopping cart. The shopping cart is fully loaded. They're trying to push and nothing's happened. And then the dad comes behind them, grabs the handle and starts pushing it and the cart's moving. And the child thinks to themselves, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Look, the cart is going. I'm pushing it. Look, look, look. It's not that. It's the Father. The Father who is doing it. That's you. That's me. We think we're pushing through life on our own. But the truth is, God is behind us, carrying us every step of the way. 1 Corinthians 16:13 says, be on guard, stand firm in the faith, be courageous, and be strong. But strength doesn't come from us, it comes from Him. That's right. Point 3 I'd like to make. The door to mercy has a deadline. When the rain finally fell, that's when everything changed. The same people who mocked Noah started banging on the door. Noah, Noah, let me in, Noah. But Genesis 7:16 says, and they went in, male and female, all of flesh, as God had commanded, and the Lord shut them in. It wasn't Noah who closed the door. It was God. And once God shuts the door, it's too late. Imagine the fire alarm goes off in the building. The exits are open. The way is clear. But everyone just thinks, it's just a drill. There's no danger right now. But then the smoke fills the hallway, and suddenly everyone's running for the door. only to find it's already blocked. Mercy has a deadline. And friends, God's mercy also has a deadline. One day the door of grace will be closed. Will you be inside the ark, or will you be outside knocking on the door? Point 4 I'd like to make, don't be caught out in the rain.
That's right.
The ark today has a name, and his name is Jesus Christ.
Right.
The world may mock you for following him. They may call you old-fashioned. They may say you're judgmental or you're foolish. But just like Noah, we are called to be strong. Proverbs 28 verse 1 says, the wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are as bold as a lion.
Right.
When missionary Jim Elliot went to preach the gospel and spread it around in a tribe in Ecuador, everybody thought he was crazy. Why risk your life for strangers? They said, but Elliot famously wrote, he is no fool who gives what he cannot gain to what he cannot lose. He stood firm, even unto death, and his sacrifice led to the entire tribe eventually coming to Christ. Don't be afraid when you are mocked. Don't be ashamed to live for Jesus. Stand bold as a lion. So let me ask you again tonight, are you as faithful today as Noah was in his day? Because obedience looks foolish until the flood comes. And when judgment fails, you'll be glad you trusted the Lord. The ark is open. The invitation is here. Don't be caught in the rain.
Good job, James. That was great.